Um. Uh.
um,
Um,
I guess there's our answer.
Radio Heatwave. Heatwave.
You're listening to Radio Heatwave, the hottest thing on campus. My name is Shilpa, and with me, Amya. And you're watching another exclusive interview on the hottest thing on campus, which is none other than Radio Heatwave. So today we have a very talented guest with us. He is none other than Dru Chen. So
Hey.
welcome.
How you doing?
Welcome to Radio Heatwave, Dru. If you didn't know, Dru Chen is an Australian singer-songwriter based in Singapore, making music in the R&B funk genre. Now, in 2019, Dru released his debut album, Mirror Work, impressing Warner Music so much that they signed him on the spot. Welcome to Radio Heatwave, Dru, and congratulations on your new release, Replay. How are you today? How are you feeling?
I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you?
We're doing great. Now, Replay is a nostalgic look at love discovered and renewed through the VHS tinted lens of a 90s kid who grew up with neo-soul music, high-top sneakers, and baggy jeans. Now, how do you exactly hope to make people feel, or what is the message that you have with this track?
Wow. I think that we're moving in such a fast pace, with the digital age. And especially all of us, chasing our careers and climbing up the ladders and whatnot, in such a busy town such as Singapore. I hope we get a chance to slow down and reflect on, some of our, more formative and perhaps innocent, sort of childhood days and memories. And hopefully this song, brings back some memories and at least, allow people to go back in time, at least just for a little bit. Yeah.
That is truly impressive. So, is reflection and remembering the past something that is important to you?
I think so. Unlocking the past is the key to the future. For me anyway. And I think it's always, good to remember. Yeah.
I think it's very important to remember every single milestone and every single cherishable memory that we all have. I think it's really important.
Yeah. And even the everyday stuff, just enjoying it, that's important to me. Yeah.
Absolutely. I fully agree with you. All right, so going to the next question. The visuals and vibe of Replay are very Y2K-ish. So what about Y2K and this particular era speaks to you?
I guess it's a coming of age for me, that kind of gives away my age. I'm 31 this year. I can go back in time a little bit and actually think that was quite a long time ago, and my teenage years and whatnot. And the culture was different, Singapore looked different and the technology was different. And it's just very fascinating. Sometimes I go to those shops. They've got these little interesting stores inside of Sim Lim Square where they have all these Nintendos and things like that, and it's just so fascinating. It's like walking into a time machine.
Let me make you choose something. If you had to choose a favorite era of yours based on whether it's based on music, fashion, lifestyle, what would it be and why?
That's a really good question. Just off the top of my head right now, and this is an era that I've never lived in, probably the 70s, that decade. It just fascinates me. the changing of culture, definitely the music, and the liberation of a lot of sort of cultural values and whatnot. Yeah, but maybe you just you always think the grass is greener on the other side. So maybe people who actually lived through it would say, oh no, it was horrible. But I don't know.
Coming back to the music, what actually inspired you to write this song?
This song was actually written in its first incarnation by one of my best friends, and he's this person called Jesse. Seriously, he's one of the most talented people that I know. He's incredible, and he had this song that he showed me one time, and I was just floored. My jaw just dropped. I was like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? How come you are not putting this song out there, And I think he was just searching for the right artist to place the song with. And so I just kept every couple of months I would just sort of like, hey man, what about that song? What about that song? And finally, yeah, like we decided to work on it. And so I came on board and just, tried a few versions of it. And then, so it was written by him and his friend, Kathy. And then Joel, also known famously so as Gentle Bones. He came on board as well. And we just work on the song together. And, teamwork makes the dream work.
So what was the usual writing process like, since you have the dream team and everything? How was the whole experience like?
I guess it's a little bit like, let me have a go at it. Well, I'll pass you the baton and then you run the next lap. And then you pass the next person the baton and then that person runs. And then after a few rounds, we just give each other the freedom to do what they want to do. And collectively, the goal is we just want to, come up with the best thing that we can possibly do. And even if that means like sometimes, the other person has a better idea, so let's go with that because it's for the whole team.
Now, it's been almost exactly 8 years since you released your first ever EP, Intentions, in 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
So what was the journey like as a solo artist?
I guess it runs in parallel with like just life in general. Like the journey for me has always been like, how do I prioritize all the different parts of my life? And then family is really important too. Sometimes if I'm in a relationship or, that can be important too. But all the while, I think music is my introvert time. It's a bit like recharging. And when I'm done, like having a sort of creative day or creative afternoon by myself, then it's like, yay, I can come out and say hi again. So the journey has sort of been consistent, except now, like I'm a lot more busy because I'm lecturing. I'm a lecturer as well. So like I lecture diploma, music production and audio engineering. And like that takes up quite a lot of time, but I love it because it's so much fun to like watch the students grow and and they like I'm really passionate about their journey. I want to make sure that I can give them as much encouragement and skills to get them ready for when they're like professionals.
Coming back, as we are still in the early part of 2021 and we have quite a bit of the year left to go. So do you have any goals or milestones that you're looking to achieve this year?
I think musically, it's because I guess because I'm an Aries and I'm like quite a competitive, like by nature, I'm quite competitive. So I want to beat or like be better than the previous, at least from like a musical standpoint. So if I'm working on a new song, I try and make the quality better than last time. So my goal is like if I can keep on that sort of upward trajectory, I'm a pretty simple guy, so like that would make me happy. But if I could play more, more shows again. Yeah, in terms of like outside of music, I've recently picked up basketball again, which is a nostalgic thing for me because I played it when I was a teenager, when I was like 14, 15. So like I just want to improve my skills. It's a bit of a hobby now.
Speaking of shows that you actually spoke of just now, you recently performed at the Esplanade Soul Jam last Friday.
Yeah.
So what have you missed most about performing after not being able to perform for such a long time, due to the pandemic?
The one thing that I can do like that's even remotely extroverted is I guess performing, because I'm generally quite introverted. So I love seeing like I love giving people energy. It's a little bit like lecturing as well, I guess. Like like I can create more energy for the whole class. So like with singing, you do that with the audience, and I love giving them that energy. Maybe they didn't have a good day, or like maybe like they're a bit low on energy or happiness, and if I can maybe just like excite them or make them a bit happier, and that's the thing that I miss the most, I guess, from live performance, because you don't have that like it's different on live stream.
Yes,
Obviously.
yes, yes. I agree. It's like in
So-
real life, the energy is more up there in a sense. Yeah. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. And with all the time that we've had at home, social distancing and also keeping ourselves safe, what is the one thing you've been able to spend more time on?
Family.
Okay.
You know,
That's great.
so
That's great.
yeah, like quality time is a really important thing. I think for just for me in general, and like when I was in my maybe like slightly younger days, like teenager and 20s and whatnot, like I was like rebelling against a lot of stuff because I just wanted to like create my own path, that was different to like everyone else in my family and whatnot, hence music. But I think after a while, like I'm still learning how to relate to them better, like from a different generation, parents and whatnot.
So right now we'll be moving on to the second part of the interview. So it's going to be some quick fire questions. So just answer anything that comes to your mind.
I'm nervous.
Okay. You ready?
I'm nervous.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of Converse, your go-to pair of shoes.
Go-to pair of shoes? Wow. Yeah, I like high tops. I like the Converse high tops. So they protect the ankles, Yeah.
Okay, and if you could change your name, what would it be?
If I could change my name, I already did because my birth name is Andrew. So
Dru. Where is your happy place?
Where is my happy place? Wow, East Coast Beach. Marine Cove. Yeah.
And 3 adjectives to describe yourself. I guess that's our answer.
Blur. Blur. And sparkly. I don't know why I'm thinking sparkly. Maybe I'm thinking about like a photo filter or something, TikTok filter. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, there you go.
What ice cream flavor would you be and why?
I don't know why I'm thinking of pistachio. I must be craving it.
I love pistachio.
And why? It's just so smooth.
Oh yes. Time for you to get it. Must-have item in your bag when you go out.
A must-have item in my bag. Fisherman's Friend, the mint. Yeah,
what
just
flavor?
Refreshing. Well, anyone will do, but I like apple and cinnamon.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. And out of all your songs, which song is your favorite?
Of course, the latest one. Come on, replay.
Okay, yes, give it a listen.
Yeah.
And if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Tiger.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah. Alter ego.
Oh, okay. Very charismatic animal. And when are you most inspired?
Ooh. Midnight to probably 2 a.m.
A night owl, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps up today's interview. Thank you so much, Dru, for making a Radio Heatwave, and congratulations on your new single, Replay. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and thank you as well to those who are watching. Replay is now out on Spotify and Apple Music, so give it a listen when you can. And it's a perfect mood booster, and just an overall song you can really vibe to. So thank you once again, Dru. And this has been Shilpa and Tamya at Only on How to Sing on Campus, Radio Heatwave.
Thank you so much. Bye.